We are fighting for you too. Hizo tiaga tunasaidia na nini? Each and every time mnatuua, mnatupiga tiaga. Kitu tumekosea hakuna.
A quick recap of what happened yesterday, June 25th, the year 2026. Ruto must go. Killings of Rex, Masai, Denzel, and many more hours.
Ruto must go for killing Rex, Masai, and Denzel, and Beasley, and Kware women. Ruto must go. Ruto must go. We shall never forget. We are peaceful. Ruto must go. Ruto must go.
When emotions ran high and reality had to be told to the police, there was no fear of the bullet nor the guns.
We are fighting for you too. Hizo tiaga tunasaidia na nini? Each and every time mnatuua, mnatupiga tiaga. Kitu tumekosea hakuna. We are very peaceful. We are very peaceful. Just kill us all. We are mtuue bwana. Hapa kuna nini? This is a weapon.
This is not a weapon.
This is a weapon.
Bro, this is not a weapon. This is not a weapon. This is not a weapon.
Is this a weapon? Is this a weapon?
The police killing us.
Is this a weapon?
Bro, Steve.
Not even the fear of horses could deter them from protesting and airing their voices and grievances. One man, the governor of Siaya County, Agri-Bob James Orengo, took the day. He made his way on a motorbike escort to show solidarity with the protesters. History shall remember him. From the Human Rights Watch, they condemned the parliament roads being barricaded and not allowing them access to place flowers in commemoration of the fallen heroes of June 25th, the year 2024, and many more who are victims of police brutality.
To cause unnecessary tension. We were just laying flowers and singing. What is wrong with that, surely Kenyans? Kuna makosa ya kuimba na kuweka maua. Now they've arrested these guys. I don't even know what the charge will be. They will charge them for laying flowers, or they will charge them for singing, because that is what we are doing. So some of these things we are also telling the police, telling Kanja and telling Murkomen, some of these things are absolutely unnecessary. You are wasting taxpayers' money, arresting people, feeding them in the police cells. For what? Because they want to commemorate murdered children. Instead of arresting your colleagues, killer cops who have killed youth, you are coming to arrest people who are commemorating those that were murdered. This doesn't make sense. Hii nchi sijui inaendelea wapi. So you have arrested these people, ndo inawasaidia na nini?
For Martha Karua, this day was a success and a point was made.
I think today was successful. Together with the parents and relatives of the victims, human rights activists and other leaders, we have asserted our right to public procession to mourn the victims of police brutality during the Gen Z protests of 2024, in particular 25th of June 2024 and the aftermath. We decided not to go to the CBD in the middle of the CBD to avoid areas with shops, we didn't want to give goons the opportunity to loot. And we actually communicated with the police that our procession would be from the junction of Uhuru Park, which is near Serena, down Kenyatta Avenue, down Uhuru Highway, up to Parliament where we laid the wreaths. We encountered were okay, and although they did not allow us to go to the junction of Uhuru Highway and Parliament Road, they diverted us at Intercontinental. We were still able to lay the wreaths on the fence of Parliament.
Well, they do say, too much reading without playing makes you a dull boy. And that's exactly what happened. A little bit of entertainment in the Kenya archives.
Sifuna anachukua, Sifuna anakwenda anabeba babu majani na anakwenda anabeba hata Sifuna anakwenda bao. Sifuna anakwenda anachukua anabeba babu anakwenda Sifuna anakwenda Sifuna anachukua Sifuna anapeleka anabeba babu anakwenda
Eventually, leaders James Agribob Orengo, Kalonzo Musyoka, Martha Karua, Eugene Wamalwa, alongside other leaders, were able to access the parliament buildings. Finally, Orengo slammed William Samoei Ruto's administration for turning Kenya into a Haiti, which is a country led by militia, and a liking of it is using goons to head that direction, which he clearly condemned.
I don't know what President Ruto wants Kenya to be. Having sent policemen to Haiti, I would have thought that he would not want Kenya to be like Haiti. In Haiti, they created an alternative militia known as Tonton Makut. And here in Kenya, those that are in government led by the president are using goons to try and interfere with the peaceful demonstrations which are guaranteed under Article 37 of the Constitution. And Kenyans need to enjoy fully the right to demonstrate, picket, and to present petitions. Today, what I've seen is an interference with the exercise of that right. We wanted actually to lay the wreaths on the grounds, the precincts of Parliament. That was not possible because Parliament was barricaded and the whole town was actually barricaded. It was reminding me of Baghdad at one point where every single institution was barricaded because of the war that was going on in Iraq. Nairobi, I felt like being in a war zone. The fence that was put around Parliament, instead of being the people's palace for legislation and the people's house for making laws, it was completely barricaded with a wire fence and a court of dozens and dozens of policemen. So
Well, if you ask me, yes, the day was a success. Demonstrations took place. We haven't heard of casualties. I'm yet to get that report. But it was largely very peaceful day, even as policemen were arresting protesters who merely had flags. The day and the protests were very peaceful and a success. Why am I saying this? Do you know when businesses close? Do you know when matatus are not operating? The government, especially in a city like Nairobi, the government loses to a tunes of hundreds of millions. That is why a government will never like demonstrations. But the question is, why should we just do one day of protest? Why don't we go full scale mpaka kieleweke? That's food for thought. Ahmed Khalif is my name for the Unscripted Talks here in Dub Radio. If you love content of this nature and you're watching from my YouTube channel, kindly subscribe and press the notification button so anytime that we live or we upload content of this nature, you'll be the very first person to be notified. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuhu.
Kwa timba kali za Afrika, Dub Radio ndio mpango mzima.